Hi everyone, happy Monday. This video is just to go through this Reading Strategies interactive component today. So you can work through it on your own or feel free to read through with me. So to get to each one, you click on the tree. To get back, you go, click on the branch, and then to get back, you click on the tree, and you can go all the way around the tree that way. So we're going to start with determining importance. So the definition is figuring out which of the details are essential to the main idea and which ones aren't. Okay, and then if we click down here, there's a link that says finding the main idea. How? In most written text, the main idea is found in the first paragraph and repeated at the end of the text. The main idea is not the same as the topic. The topic of a text might be tiny houses, but the main idea might be tiny houses are economical and environmentally friendly. To check if something is the main idea as you read, ask yourself if this information is directly related to what you thought the main idea was. You can also look for clues like words or ideas that are repeated or emphasized. Sometimes the title also gives you a clue. Check out this video for more information. I'm going to let you do that on your own. Finding the most important information. Break up the text into chunks, finding the most important supporting details. How? First, determine the main idea, draw a circle around it or highlight it. Then, as you read each supporting detail, ask yourself, is this detail essential to understanding the main idea? Could I explain the main idea without including this detail? If the idea is not essential, cross it out. And then make decisions. Make decisions about what is important in the text on the word level. Example, what are key words in the text? Sentence level, what are key sentences such as topic sentence or thesis statement in the structure of the text? And the text level, what are overall themes and messages? How do you do this? You can highlight keywords, phrases, and sentences which contain more weight than others. These would be words, phrases, and sentences that you think would be essential to use if you were to explain the main ideas of the text to someone else. Okay, you can also use other strategies like note taking or sticky notes on pages, whatever it is that works for you. So then we're going to click back onto reading strategies, go to questioning, and again, we have a lot of links here. So I'm going to go through the definitions and I'm going to ask that you go through and look at the different aspects of each strategy. Okay, so here we have asking questions about what you're reading. You can do this before, during, or after reading a text. And if you click on these different aspects, it'll go over questioning in more detail. Okay, we're going to go over monitoring comprehension. So, definition, checking in with yourself to make sure you understand what you're reading or identifying why you may not understand what you're reading and choosing a fix up strategy. Okay, so you can do rereading, using context, setting a purpose, activating prior knowledge. So a fix-up strategy is something about finding a definition, asking somebody if you understand the definition, how it's being used, and how to make it fit. And I'll pull it all together. Okay, the next reading strategy we're going to look at is visualizing. So creating a mental picture of what you're reading. So create images. You can sketch images. You can do a mind map and think about an overall impression. So click on those different things to learn more about that. A really helpful tool in thinking about visualization is thinking about all five senses. So sight, sound, smell, touch, taste, and kind of pulling in all of that to have a really good understanding of a situation. Okay, making connections. So definition, identifying similarities or differences between what you're reading and something else you've read, heard, or experienced. So commonly we refer to this as text to self, so something we can relate to personally in a text. Text to text, so something we can reminds us of another text we've read or a TV show or a movie that we've viewed. Text to world is something that's happening in the reading and is also happening in the world. And annotation is a strategy here. So that's marking things up on a paper. So you can click on any of those to learn more about those. Go back here. Inferring, reading between the lines or to draw conclusions that are not obvious. So use of pronouns, author's intention, and make interpretations. So I'm just going to give you a really easy example here. Is if we're reading about something and somebody's describing a sunny day, the warm sand on their feet, the relaxing sound of waves, the sound of laughter, we can now infer that this person is enjoying themselves by a body of water, probably a beach. Um, we do that even though they didn't say specifically, I'm enjoying myself at the beach. We're able to infer that based on the kinds of things they're mentioning and the words they're using to describe it. So that's an example of inference. Okay, the reading strategies again, and synthesizing. So combine information from the text with your own ideas to come up with new ideas. So what I used to think and discussing and then I think now. So you might have seen this as a KWL chart before. So what I know, what I want to know, and what I learned, that kind of strategy, and also discussing with somebody else. So kind of summarizing in your own words, having a discussion with somebody, and kind of comparing notes. So those are a bunch of reading strategies that you should consider applying. And I'm going to leave you there.